everybody, hope everybody's doing well. So today doing a little modification here on the Oklahoma Joe's Bronco Pro. It's got a heat diffuser in it that works great on, diffusing the heat. That's what it says. But that way the heat isn't just blasting straight on whatever you're cooking and kind of hit and disperse and go around. It's got some holes in it kind of to help that airflow and let the smoke come through and heat come through. And then also it's great too for when you're grilling, you can just sit your charcoal basket on top of it to cook. But the only thing with it, it's a little thin and it starts to kind of warp with you. So I wanted to try to find something to work differently for that. So I went looking online and I found this right here because I measured the heat diffuser to see how wide and stuff it was with the good old expandable ruler here, and when I came out to measuring it out there, it was 17 inches or so. So I went to looking online and I found with a Big Green Egg, they've got a cast iron charcoal grate that's 17 inches. So I was like, that will work great. Initially I was going to sit it on top of and get some bolts and washers and put through to kind of cinch them together. But I was thinking it may be a little bit too much weight on the little bracket arms that are on it. So what I did instead, I got some 1/4 inch chain that I'm going to take and we'll go measure, see what we gotta have out there, which I've kind of did a quick measurement anyway. And I'm going to use these S hooks, put the chain through here, double the chain through here, and hook on the chain. And with a Bronco Pro, where you sit your grate, you've got the little bracket arms that have holes in it for, like if you're hanging meat. So what I'm going to do is put this little S hook on the bottom through that hole, and we'll have chain running through doubled up, holding with this. So you'll have 3 different anchor points with chain holding, so you can still use it as your heat diffuser and for grilling as well. And that way, if they weren't bolted together, you're not kind of choking off the airflow through here. So that's what we're going to do. I've got some bolt cutters to cut my chain with, and then I've got a hammer and some channel locks out as well, because I'm going to try, once I get the chain and stuff through here, through it when I got them together, is bend one side, that way the chain's always hooked together and stays together, and it'll just stay in this. That way when I'm taking in and out, I don't have different pieces and it's all together. So that's what we're going to do. So let's run outside, we'll get a quick little measurement of what we need, and then we'll come back in and get to cutting. So we'll see y'all right there. Alrighty y'all, let's see what we got to do measuring wise, because you see right there with that hole, that's where I'll put my S hook. So give a quick little measurement here from the bottom of that to right there. So it's going to be right at 8 inches. We'll be doubling up that chain. I'll run it out to 16 inches and we'll get it cut and put on there. So let's get it cut. Alrighty y'all, so you saw we measured out there and we had the 8 inches, so I was going to double it up. So we'll go 16 inches. So all we got to do is get it measured out here. There's 16 right there. So do that length right there. So get our cutters on here. There we go. Get us a little stable surface and shut our eyes and cut it down. There we go. It comes off like a rocket, so be careful. And there we go. So we got our chain, got our 3 chains here, cut to the same lengths. So what we'll do now, how I'm going to do it is we'll get our chain, slide through one of these holes, come back through, get our S hook here, get it, and we'll come through the tops of these, and then it'll hook into the bottom of that bracket there. So now I'm going to try to get these bent so they're tighter together. That way everything all stays together. So let me get these bent and I'll see y'all back, because it's going to be loud beating with holding and getting that done. So I'll see y'all back in a second. Also, before you put those on and all the way, make sure you get it marked up and lined up with whichever ones you're going to put it on. So that one's got to go, see, right here. So I'm going to put a mark right there, and then I'll mark the other two, and then we'll get the chains in there before we're just putting chains and not knowing where we need to go. So alrighty, y'all, so I got them in here. So you see I've doubled it up, and what I did, I got my channel locks here. I grabbed my S hook, then I laid it out and beat on that back part of the hook. That way my chains will stay in there. That way it's always linked together, together. So now let's get it on out there. We'll take the old one off, and I'll put this new one in so y'all can see what it looks like. So let me get it on out there, and we'll see y'all at the smoker. Alrighty, y'all. You can see the old one here, and you can see how thin it was. And what it is, these brackets start to bend, and this starts to warp because of the heat. So get this one out, and then we'll put our new one in. Let me get the charcoal basket out. Put this new one into it. There we go, got it in there. So now it's suspended, so if I want to grill, now all I gotta do, get the charcoal basket, sit on top of it, and there we go. So, and then for smoking, put it down the bottom. So I got one more little upgrade we're gonna do for it. So once that gets here, it's not shipped yet, but it should be here, I think, tomorrow. So I'll show y'all it too, and then it'll be the final upgrades for this. So I'll see y'all back. Alrighty, y'all, so I said that I was needing something else to come before I could show you. So this is the next day it finally came in. So this is the other thing that we're replacing, kind of slash upgrading. So with a fire charcoal basket, I really do like it size wise and everything else with it. The only thing with it, the grate that goes in the bottom is a little thinner. You can see it, maybe y'all can see it right there. It's starting to warp and stuff on me, and I know it's going to wear out. So I changed with it to a cast iron one. So I was looking online on good old Amazon, and I did some measurements, and that's 13 inches, that grate that goes in the bottom of here. And I found it with the green egg that goes on one of their smaller ones. So I was like, that'll work perfectly. So got a cast iron one, so I know this one will last me a lot longer than that one. So that's the other little upgrade to go into it. So there we go. So again, with my heat diffuser, it's the 17 inch, and it goes with the big green egg for setting charcoal on. And I took the 1/4 inch, eighth inch size chain, measured it, it was 8 inches, so I doubled it, so I needed to go 16. Then I wrapped around, put it on the S hooks, and then hooked it on the bottom little opening holes there for the brackets that my cooking grate gets set on. So there we go, there's the new little updates and upgrades for the Bronco Pro slash kind of modifications as well. So really gonna like it, and then it kind of comes in handy. I needed it because I'm doing a brisket cook tomorrow, so for Memorial Day, that's when I'm filming this at. I don't know if I'll do the video for that or not. I might. So anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed this one. Y'all like, share, and subscribe if you want to, if you haven't already. When you do, you're welcome on into the Head to Tail family. We love you. Welcome on in. So thank y'all again, and I'll catch y'all on the next one.